first of your morning videos. Welcome Libra, good morning. We are going to have a nice little tarot reading. It's a daily one. Anyone is invited. You can be any sign in the zodiac. This is on Libra Light Reads, of course, but I decided to start off with a tarot reading for anybody. Okay, so have your coffee with me. Let's sit and let's discover what the zodiac wants to tell us today. The universal energies are speaking to union, so that could be with friendships. Anybody in your close quarters, you could find you're a bit chatty, nurturing also, and prosperity is in the air. I've been seeing a lot of pentacles. So stay with me, and I hope you're doing absolutely amazing with your family. Also, good morning to you. It is July 9th. All right, so I'm just going to do one more shuffle on the table here. This is for any zodiac sign. And then Libra today will go, and I think I'm going to read for fire signs. I wasn't sure if it was going to be well received, so that's why I didn't post yesterday. But if you would still like a fire sign read, I am more than happy to do that. Today's a little bit freer for me in the schedule. All right, let's see what the first cards are for what's coming at them. Tarot reading for anybody. We have the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and we have the High Priestess. Pisces is really heavy, okay? When it comes to nurturing your soul, think about you putting your health as priority, maybe even here your mental health. Being careful also what you have in your feed, in your social media feed. Sometimes when I'm scrolling, I'm seeing very, very like old things that my mind no longer is acclimatized to. So you might want to do some spring cleaning, summer cleaning in your feed as well. Only if it enriches you, right? Like it brings you positive energy. You don't want to watch something that brings you down. So we also have the Fool, which is reversed. Oh, my deck is reversed, so that would have been upright. The Fool, which is Aries, Arian. Some of you could have that in your North Node. I think you have a sense of a new beginning, okay? Whether it started or you already kind of developed a routine here. In this daily tarot read, Aries is very well working with Libra energy. So Libras might tend to be over-giving. Aries chimes back and says, I look at the self and I take care of myself. I put myself as the priority. That's really nice. The backpack I'm drawing attention to. So some of you could be traveling or planning to travel. There was a big truck that passed by too. Also, it's trash day outside. And we also have the Two of Cups. I think this was yesterday. It's a little modality of yesterday. After that is the Four of Swords to the Two of Cups. Someone who broke from you could be speaking to you now, or no communication has ceased for some of you. I also get a download here of the past being left in the past, and many of you are healed because the Four of Swords is a healing card, okay? We got Gemini with the Lovers. I saw this in the pre-shuffle for all 12 zodiacs. The Queen of Wands is here again today, beautiful. You could feel very energetic. Some of the males, like I'm getting a channel for masculines here, you could be feeling great about your energy. Systems are up. Maybe that's because there's a heat wave nationally here in the Northern Hemisphere. Some of you are paying attention to health goals, and you could be collaborating with others to see what truly works for you. There's a lot of health here, even in this healing card of the Four of Swords. Many of you are getting your rejuvenation. I also see replenishment happening here, maybe even good foods introduced into your diet. The Fool card is also a part of that. That's like a health card for me. Let's look at your beginning card of the Queen of Cups. Something has ended also. We're going to address this at the very end. The Queen of Cups is so emotional, but she can do this in beautiful ways. I feel like a new start is heading here with emotions toward a goal, and this goal can look very, very beautiful. It could have an essence to it with like music. I feel like it is infused with health for many of you. If we were talking about romance, because you do have the Two of Cups here, there's two people that show up. Okay, we have the Emperor with Aries, and we also have Queen of Cups with Cancer. You do not have to have any of these signs. She's also a court card of concern, very attractive person. I feel like in the beginning of this particular reading, there's a lot of like important major arcanas. The Lovers is one of them, Gemini. It means that it's going to be easier to find this. It also means that it might start off as a friendship, might be divine as well. Let's talk about the Lovers card because it's upright and it's right next to the Fool. The Fool is a new beginning. You could have ideas about what that new relationship could be like. I feel here that someone is very chatty, talkative. I feel like there's a good rapport too. This person could mirror you in a way where Libra, it's like you understand them, or a sign who's watching, excuse me, I'm very used to saying Libra. But I feel like there's a relaxed feeling, because if you look at the, overall mix of the cards, the Two of Cups is about endearing, getting to talk to one another. It is an eye-to-eye card. It's also about love heavily, if it's not platonic. But there's also been like rest here from something. I feel like a lot of you are growing into this new habit of welcoming healthier options into your life. This can be concerning your mental health too. It's also made you more attractive. It's showing up on the outside very fiercely in your skin and in your body. I do want to clarify this if we were to point it that way. So I'm going to use the Animal Oracle deck. I'm going to use the remainder of the cards from yesterday if you don't mind. I'm missing like 4 of them, but you can still clarify. Can I see the Queen of Wands in due order for health? What does it mean for the single person this morning? Please and thank you. Cat Spirit again, the Rhino. I might need to shuffle. Okay, this is a different card. We have Lizard, and it says dream the world into being. I think you're exactly there. That's what I was picking up with just a few cards. The Emperor is a guy who likes to take control. Also, he's the father of the tarot, so he's big boss energy. Also, if we were to just take this lightly, every reading should have somewhat of a little resonance to it. If it doesn't, it wasn't your reading for the day. This is just saying that you're there now. You're ready to put things in motion. A lot of it is showing up as evidence in your life. I read a comment yesterday on, a few channels I'll skim through. I just want to see if I have like energy. One of the channels, I saw a commenter, and they said, how do you know that the divine is working through to your life? You'll see a lot of synchronicities. You will see your number patterns. You're also going to see images like this of animals that you associate to, or you have a liking to as well. That's a synchronicity. If 2 is your number, you're going to be seeing 222. We have the 2 of Cups also. So it seems like synchronicities would show up for you, and the divine is asking you to not be afraid, because fear might be involved. Dream whatever it is, even if it's something small or it's a task you just want to get done. The Capricorn full moon is coming straight for us. So I do want to get a couple cards for that realization. You could be becoming a Queen of Wands, excuse me. So Queen of Wands is here. It's Aries Leo energy for me. You could have it spread throughout your chart. I love that. I have Leo in a couple places. So this kind of transit and the conjunctness of this flavor, I could feel it. I could feel the changes. We have nothing is wasted. Set healthy boundaries. This is like the King and Queen of Swords. So it's still here today. If you notice, there's not much change. There's still a lot of sharp-tongued motions. People are going to say what they need to say in this transit. It's also a 3, so that's communication. And it's also multiples of people, right? It's groups, it's communities. People are going to be speaking up, but they're also going to have boundaries. You will see a King of Swords come from people, but I think a high vibrational person can manage their way through that, especially if it's in corporate or if it's in the business world. You will see that the divine feminine leads with a pure heart, and there's going to be a masculine that tries to understand that and learn from it. Okay. Let's look at the single and solo advice. You do have time to collaborate. We've been seeing a lot of 3s here. There's 3 puzzle pieces. The ants actually have a king. Their crown is emphasized here on the ants. Also, pest control is heavy in the summer months, as you know. I feel here like you're going to see a lot of family reach out to you. Conversations are going to be easier. It's not going to have that heavy tone. Capricorn is about working hard. Okay, it's about pushing through, surviving also, and it talks about grounded energy, because those cards would be the King of Pentacles and the Queen. We look at it in terms of our life as well, because we could be single and solo and doing everything on our own. I do want to get the highest advice for this, so let's go back to tarot. We did have the ending here that recently happened. An ending in a karmic situation. Maybe it didn't work out for you. So that's okay too. You could be putting yourself first after a lot of rest with the 4 of Swords. I'm just reminding you, because in this reading, there's a lot of repetition for a reason. And when I see that, in a reading, it's because there's something that's going to be addressed very, very soon. Let's get those cards for the Four of Swords. We have the Nine of Wands, saw him too. The Magician, I told you you're working on new things. They're also like benefiting you in the moment, if I could say that. It stresses that you're a hard worker, but you also know when to stop manifesting and give yourself a due time break. It's very solo, look at that. Solo manifestation. It's done calmly also with the Cat card. It's the second day in a row. You could be going through a death because it is the number 13 card in tarot. It says claim your independence now. Like right now. The Nine of Wands is also a wounded warrior. I do want to clarify this just real quick. The Wounded Warrior is a positive card, actually. It talks about surviving your wounds. It talks about maybe it didn't work out and it's okay. I might find something else along the path. Usually that's the Hermit, right? That's the Hermit type of awakening. It could lead to you having partnerships. We have 2 partnership cards. I think in work, there is a relationship here that might thrive just based off rapport, based off of good communication. Many of you can thrive also if this is a family situation you're dealing with. This transit is very interesting because Venus is showing up a little bit in the cards, if you notice. Lots of Taurus, lots of Libra. So I do want to check about what you're surviving through in the Nine of Wands. Shuffle for the Nine of Wands, please. The romance cards are the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. You get the truth, okay? Either as a download, very, very heavy download season if you're seeing synchronicities. It also is an understanding between 2 people. There's clarity provided as well. That's why the clouds bring in this sword. It's almost sudden. Many of you pick up on a mental download. I'm getting something about it rushes in. It provides a lot of healing energy. Can I second that? It's just an intuitive nudge, but how do we know that that's true? The Tower, it does break down a foundation. Maybe it was meant to be. This is Scorpio. Scorpio is associated to the biggest transformation of all. It's shifting energy, and it's also about walking the line between the old world and the new. How do you want to show up looking like that too? I think that that's a strong message, is the Tower and the Ace of Swords. Big energy again for today. So a lot of you will be learning through this on your own. There might be an event here that comes in too and teaches you about this. Also something about the self, that you were stronger than you previously imagined, or you might have been dumbing down your own strengths. You've survived through so many different weather patterns, and I think this is the Wounded Warrior saying today, okay? It's very early. We're only getting into the beginning part of the day. You're going to see a lot of different energy come out, but we also are done with the Five of Pentacles season. Done feeling left out in the cold. Also, if you want to mend this, you just go straight to the Six of Pentacles. I use the card after sometimes as the solution. Six of Pentacles is about being reciprocal in your environment. It's also about being giving, right? So technically you could give to another situation, one which is healthier for the self. And I love that the Five of Pentacles showed up actually, because it says you could just use the next positive card over, if not the next element. So I like to do that. A couple years ago, that was kind of the advice that I would give myself, and there were major transformations, especially during Tower moments. All right, can I get the love cards too? The World wanted to pop out again. A closure, an ending. For some of you, it is painful. For others of you, it's just about exercising that it's okay. It's okay to move on to a new precipice, which I'm going to get a little bit on this particular card. I'm drawn to the Tattoo Tarot. What does this new world kind of look like? What is this new world? It's a beautiful day too outside. I wish you were with me. All right, now then, let's see what we got. Two of Cups. I told you it's love. I told you. The Emperor, top of the deck, they're sticking together to Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands. It's fire energy. It could be coming from a younger fire sign, a little bit younger than you. And we also have the Five of, look at that, full circle reading. Five of Pentacles, no longer feeling left out in the cold, gaining energy to almost like take yourself out of that scarce or lack mentality. And whenever that happens, all I do is I bring in health aspects whenever I see the Five of Pentacles. good nutrition, making sure you put yourself as the priority. We also have the Two. This is love. Okay, an Emperor might be speaking to you very soon. Let me show you something really unique. Okay, this could have been a previous relationship in the Nine of Wands. And for some reason, this is the message that wants to come out. But you have the Emperor a couple times in the reading. Okay, I feel like they can learn a thing or two from what you've gathered over years. The spiritual path takes some time, and we could walk away from it at times, return. Sometimes you return to watch tarot. Sometimes you return to watch advice videos, but it is showing a new beginning that's being prepped, okay? Either energetically by your spirit guides, which would probably be the nicest and the most unique, but this Emperor does want to speak to you. I want to leave it here just for the beginning part of the day, because the downloads that filter through and other readers are going to come in and kind of connect the dots with like cards, if not the same. So we will travel down this in each collective today. I think I'm going to do new love and what it could mean for everybody. So we might do like fire, earth, and Libra. I don't know if you guys like that pattern. Maybe I'll change it up day to day, but I will see you in the next few readings. This was the daily for July 9th, and I love sitting with you. Thank you always for your company. I appreciated you so much.